11 mind-blowing lessons from the book, Who Says You Can't Do? Number 1. Why do you act the way you do? Why are some people highly motivated while others can't be bothered to get up and find the TV remote? What makes the difference in people's lives? How do you change your approach and outlook when the world seems to be crashing down around you? How do you create your life the way you want it? What are the strategies that have worked for the most successful people in history? How do you build a trusting relationship with yourself, one that will ensure you achieve what you set out for? The burning desire to search for these answers has become my life's passion, and the search has revealed to me an infinite source of intelligence and wisdom that waits patiently within every human. For so many individuals, that fighting spirit has dimmed over time, worn down by hardship, frustration, and disappointment. Number 2. Regardless of your age, if you are breathing, then you are always ready for change. It might be in a relationship, a career, an old habit, an anger issue, or something that is really affecting your life. I want you to choose an issue and ask yourself, everything I have come to know in the last 18, 22, 45, or even 65 years, what impact has it had in this particular area of my life? Am I happy where I am? Have I attained fulfillment? Do I feel lost and confused? Now think back to how many times you have asked yourself those same questions. Do you see a pattern in your previous answers and your current ones? Unfortunately, most continue on a circular train track their whole life and are never able to implement real change. First, they don't build a belief in change, instead reminding themselves of why they think they can't change. And second, some people just don't know how to approach it. We are always gathering knowledge in life, but learning requires rapid action. You could watch someone change a car tire 20 times over, but unless you get down and do it, your knowledge is never tested, and you never learn. Number 3. Are you really comfortable where you are in life, or are you just settling because you don't believe you can get anything better? Most people I have met try to display that they are comfortable, yet once they really open up, it seems there are many things that they wish they could achieve or attain. It's then evident that they are quite uncomfortable. Every time someone asked me how I was, I would reply with the words, "Not bad," or "Okay." It wasn't until I had the feeling of being great that I realized that a not bad life just isn't good enough. Life is made up of decisions we make, and accepting a not bad or even okay life is the case for most. People rarely admit when they aren't doing too well and believe that they can take cover behind lying to others and themselves. There is one fact you have to acknowledge. You can't run and hide from yourself, because everywhere you go, there you are. The harsh reality is that most people aren't truly happy with where they are in life. They submit to beliefs that have made them feel that whatever they are is the most they can be, and they accept a life that never fulfills them. It's quite upsetting, because I know that exact feeling, and I also know how it feels to be on the other side. This is one of the main reasons for dedicating my life to sharing this message. The first thing I would say is that facing it, rather than running, is the first step toward change. Number 4. Appreciation is truly the ultimate feeling, as it is the only thing that knocks down the body of ego. How many times have you wanted to tell someone whom you really love how much you appreciate everything they have ever done for you? I bet you've wanted to express your appreciation far more often than you have done it. The reason is our body of ego stands in the way. Appreciation is the key to letting your spirit take over your life. By adding such a simple ritual to your daily life, you will create a world of difference. Success without appreciation is no success at all. Number 5. Give thanks for the things you want in life, and do not hold back at all. I don't care how big or how small, you must write it. Be as specific as you can, because clarity brings forth courage. If you want more money, then how much do you want? Do you want $10,000, $100,000, or $10 million? When your visions become too vague, you will never hit your target. When you're not clear about the result you want, you don't result in getting anything. Most people aren't specific about what they want because they fear the feeling of failure if they never get it. But why worry in advance? I have discovered that in order to create an extraordinary life, We must raise the bar so high that it scares us. Only by raising our standards do we give ourselves the opportunity to step up to such a level. Besides the fear aspect, most find it easier to wishfully think that what they want will just appear. What these people must realize is that the reason they will never get what they want is actually their reluctance to create more clarity in the first place. Number 6, Bruce Lee said, "When you put water in a teacup, it becomes the teacup. When you put water in a bowl, it becomes the bowl. It can also crash or flow. Be water, my friends." What he was referring to is how water is able to mold its shape into anything it is put into. We must be able to mold ourselves into any situation we find ourselves in, as there is never one set way to be. There are many different avenues to be taken at all times. When you do find yourself at points of challenge, be aware that they are actually for your benefit. Any successful person will tell you that it was times of challenge that made them push harder and think broader. Adversities and challenges are actually learning opportunities. Earning from extraordinary people is a great way to invest in your development. Number 7. Investing in yourself is like investing in the greatest shares. The more you invest, the greater the dividends. By feeding your mind the right information, you strengthen its ability to create a great life. Number 8. In the process of eliminating regret, we must use forgiveness to conquer it. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts we have. It grants us permission to break free of burdens that restrict us from being at peace with ourselves. Resentment and remorse leave no room for growth. If we do not forgive ourselves, we will remain stagnant and hateful, and that will definitely affect what we create next in our lives. We must be at peace with our past in order to gain a full view of opportunities, to stop being restricted by a narrow mind, and to allow for different decisions to be made in the future. There is no future in the past. Number 9. Take a lit candle and light many others with it. Has the flame suffered any loss? What happens to the flame when you put all those flames together? It gets bigger. It is the same principle in life. We should always seek to light that flame with an inner peace and self-love from within. Once that has been attained, you will be like a light in the world, ready to ignite anyone who crosses your path. People will feel your warmth. There is no greater gift than giving itself. Number 10. Appreciation, contribution, and self-growth are the only ways to true fulfillment. To embrace any one of these, we are required to put down our body of ego. Don't be ashamed of having an ego. It's human nature. But some people feed theirs so much that it gets in the way of really getting the most out of life. Ego is a great indicator of whether someone is genuine or not. An ego is like a shield that protects us from feeling embarrassed and prevents us from displaying who we really are. We believe if we put it down, others might think we are weird, which would alienate us. Someone with a big ego is generally hiding much deeper issues, and they are the people who are unfulfilled. They wear a mask their whole life, and when they feel they are about to be exposed, they lash out and attack your actions, rarely looking at their own. They fear meeting the stranger underneath the mask. They are the same people who usually look at how much they can take rather than what they can give. They are commonly self-centered, their intentions are frequently ill, and their desires are far from contributing. The sad thing is that even though most people are aware of this fact, but they still display their ego. We must learn to direct our ego in a way that actually benefits the world and ourselves. Being human, I still find myself being caught up in ego at times, yet my self-awareness pulls me back into line almost instantly. So if you think you are too cool for school, think again. No one escapes the classroom of life. Humbly embrace its knowledge or feel its punishment. Putting down our ego is crucial, not just for lasting happiness, but also for achievement. Self-growth requires us to listen and obtain knowledge from people, which requires that our ego be put aside. Ego is the number one factor that prevents us from listening, with its attitude that we don't need help and we can do it on our own. Number 11. I hear people tell me they have a vision, so I ask what it is, and they say things like, to buy that house. Now that's great, but what after that? See, a passion is an invisible force that consumes your whole life and creates vision after vision. A true passion sees no end, but only everlasting growth. A passion would be to provide for your children, to inspire people to be the best they can be, to add value to the world, to help others, to provide a service like no one else, or to do something that you love. Being the best you can be is another great one. If there is any passion that is at the heart of every person, it is to exude that greatness that lies deep within them. We must prove our greatness to ourselves, because if we don't, we are the one who has to answer the question, why? We all know that we have a lot more to give, but we just need to let that inner person speak. A great way to drag that spirit out and begin to steer it is to give as many reasons as you can why you want to do something. We put all these material wants in front of us and call them visions, yet sometimes we struggle to achieve them. The reason is that we forget to build the foundation that is going to hold everything up. We must search deeper and ask why we want what we do. Whatever it is, you need to build as many reasons as possible why you are doing what you are doing, and let them really align themselves with who you are deep down. That's how you remain at full strength. I personally do not let material things drive me because I know they will flow through my passion. I have a clear indication of what I want, but then I let my spirit guide me. If we don't do it this way, we get caught up in greed, and we will never be fulfilled. You will notice that you continue to come back to that point of emptiness, and then wonder why you even bothered in the first place.